Kia ora, I'm Alana and I'm going to prove to you today that crafting does not need to be expensive. Welcome to my crafting channel at Upcycling NZ. I go to a lot of thrift stores, second-hand stores and charity shops. And these are the sort of things I find. These are ice block sticks. It was $1 for a packet. I'd say there's between 200 and 300 in this bag. I already have videos on my channel using ice block sticks if you want to check them out. This is a $1 bag of little silver bells. They have a little tongue in them, so they actually do ring. I don't think you could get a bag of these for anything less than $2. Great for Christmas decorations and fairy houses. This is a bag of ribbons. It's the type with wire down the sides, and there's quite a lot in there. It was $1. These are great for decorating items and for gift wrapping. I use these for all sorts of things. This is a little 50-cent bag of paper flowers. I'll probably use these to dress up some of my craft items. These are little paper clips, 50 cents a bag, and I've actually used quite a lot of these already. And they're little copper coated ones. Clip on just like that. Make a gorgeous little flower decoration. Wooden pegs are excellent for crafting. This was $1 and there's some little miniature ones in there. This is a bag of curtain rings. It was $2 and I've already used quite a few of the black ones. You can see that on one of my videos where I've made handles for a storage container. There's gold coloured ones, black coloured ones, and these little figure 8 shapes in gold. Next are these gorgeous little ladybugs. This was 20 cents for a packet of 6. This is raffia paper rope, and you can use this for a variety of rustic style crafting pieces. This was 50 cents. This is a little bag of, I think they're dragonflies. They're silver with a mirror backing. It was $1 for this bag. These come in very handy for crafting things with candles in them. These ones don't burn, so if you've created something that is flammable, you can put one of these in instead of a real candle. These were $2. They all have batteries and they all work. This is just a little bag of glass beads, a smaller kind. If you have a crafting channel like me, you'll use these all the time. It was $1 for this bag. I'm not even sure what these gold rounds were, but they were 50 cents for about 3 times the amount shown there. I've used them all. This is a $2 bag of icing cutters that's used for cake decorating, but I'm going to use them with air dry clay, and they press your mould out once you've moulded it. I thought that was a really good score for $2. These are also icing moulds for cake decorating. I believe they go right around the outside. They're $15 a bag and I got them for $3. You get 4 sheets in each, and I'll be using this probably with air dry clay. You could also use these for doing rub-on designs and etching perhaps. And there's enough that if I want to use a couple, I could actually attach them to my pieces, and I'll still have a couple spare for moulding. I also got a second pack of these, and these ones have a smaller, more elaborate and ornate design on them. There's 4 on each sheet, and then there's 4 sheets of those as well. So again, I could use some of those on projects. This was a big bag of plastic beads for $2. I've already used quite a lot of these. Check out the videos on my channel and you'll see what I did with them. Next is some do kit clay. And this modelling clay, you have to bake it in the oven. It was $6 for a bag. Now I priced these and they were $6.99 per colour. So that is a huge saving on these, and they are vacuum sealed, so I have no doubt that they're still in great condition. Great for making jewellery. Here's another bag of ribbons. It was 50 cents for this one. Lots of bright colours in there. And quite a volume of ribbon as well. These are lengths of lace, and they come on a card, which is obviously the way they're sold in the shop. And I'd say they were sold by the metre. I looked one of these up and it was about $4.99 per metre. So there's a nice black lacy one. It has little purple beads on it. This one was $2 a bag, and I think I've got about 3 metres, maybe 4. Another 50-cent bag of ribbons. This is a roll of purple satin ribbon. It was $1 for this. And there is stacks on this roll. Here's another $2 bag of lace, and there's 2 cards of lace on this one. One's a big wide piece. Quite beautiful, probably made for making wedding dresses, I suspect. And the other's quite narrow, but there is an awful lot of lace on this card. These are tiny little diamond chains of decoration for dressmaking. I really don't know what I'm going to use this for, so if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. These were $2.50 for all of these containers, and each one has a price tag on it. This one's $9.65. This is my container of jewellery bits. It's actually overflowed into several other jars as well. Some bits came off broken belts, broken bracelets. These are all off a broken bracelet. There's various different beads and that in there, which I will make use of. Metallic beads there. Broken watches. Bracelets with the elastic gone. Nice gold bits in there. All sorts of pendants and gems. My mum gave me a bunch of stuff that she wasn't using anymore, and I got bag loads of it off a lady who sold jewellery at the markets, and she allowed me to take all the broken jewellery that I wanted, and filled 2 bags for $1 each, I think. I've also asked the thrift store to start saving the broken jewellery that they would throw out for the same purpose. I'm constantly fishing in here for parts for projects, and some of the ugliest jewellery can make some of the most beautiful wind chimes and decorations. These are more of the beads that overflowed. I have another 3 or 4 jars of those. I also get craft paint sometimes from the charity shops. Someone used a little bit of each of these, but didn't find a use for the rest. There's some more wooden beads, very brightly coloured, these ones. Probably for a children's project. Anything glassy, shiny or pearly I find extremely useful in my crafts. I've had those separated out obviously for a recent project. This was a $2 jar of beads, and it was actually full, so that's how quickly I go through them. They've all been used for projects. These are beach finds, so these don't have to cost you a single cent. These are sea eggs, or in New Zealand we call them kina. They don't look like this when they're alive, but they look absolutely gorgeous once they've passed on. This is what's grown and produced in the area I live in, mussel shells. And these ones are power shells. Similar shells are called abalone in other parts of the world, but I'm not sure that they come in this beautiful deep turquoise and blues and purples. These are oyster shells, and some of them have been coloured by the copper in the surrounding area. These are little snail shells of all varieties. Get tons of these around where I live. And again, shells are something I use in crafting all the time. So you go out and you get some nice fresh air, have long walks along the beach, and you can collect your crafting stuff while you're at it. And it doesn't have to cost you a cent. Here's another tray of shells. Some of these are quite fancy. You can paint shells and do all sorts of things to the shell itself. I even collect the broken shells sometimes. They make great wind chimes. Rocks are enormously handy for crafting. These are some amazing white ones from one of the west coast beaches down here in the South Island. I love the natural colour of all of these. There's a lot of green in these rocks. I'm about to use all of these for a project, so keep an eye out for that one. You can paint rocks up, so I keep a big stash of them around the house, and I just put them around the base of my trees until I need them, so they don't take up space in my house. You will always find the best bargains of all dumpster diving. This is our local recycling centre, and people bring in boxes of stuff that they think might be useful, and it gets separated out before the rest of the rubbish is put in the skips. So you can come and rummage through it, and if you find anything you like, you collect a pile of it and you'll pay next to nothing for that. It's really just an administration charge. I think all dumps should operate like that. It reduces waste. It's recycling, repurposing, upcycling, all of which is great for the environment. They have furniture too. This is my pile I'll be taking home today, and there is all sorts in here. Things you can see, probably there are a couple of boxes of jars which turned out to be vintage 1950s. There's some lamp lights, some pots of paint, and these are the little bits and pieces that you couldn't see in the tray. There's all sorts of little adornments there. I'm going to use these, which look like they're off a beater of some kind. These are all useful items for crafting. These are mostly curtain fittings. I'll be using these in future videos for sure. There's some double-sided tape in there. It's a door pull. Really useful, those. It's a little stone decoration. These are packets of felt fabric. No doubt find a use for that in future videos. I found another dump shop over in Nelson on the weekend, and I got all of these silver trays from it for under $10. It operates the same as the one here. Well, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video and that you found it useful. Crafting can be very expensive, and I'm pretty sure that this proves that you can do it for little to no cost. My next target milestone is 50,000 views across my channel, so please subscribe for more content.